Skunky's favorite team.
At least a year.
I screwed up already, so.
The future's looking.
Time, come hang with the hippie, come enjoy the good vibe. Smoke up in the green room, smoke your worries away. In the green room, we'll stay in the green room. If you wanna get high, and you got the time, come hang with the hippie, come enjoy the good vibe. Smoke up in the green room, smoke your worries away.
This production is brought to you by DHBN, WTHC Radio, and Stoner Records.
Is this thing on?
It is.
Oh, you guys were frozen for a second there. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Good afternoon. This is like my NFC championship or AFC championship. I have dreamed of this day. I've dreamt of this day since I started radio, and I heard Two Stoned for the very first time.
Yeah.
Okay, Brandon, where would can I send it to there? I sent it to your email, Brandon, if you are able to get it.
I'm 60 and I can figure this out.
Oh shit! Shut up! Don't.
Okay, such a fangirl, but like I gotta geek out for a second. I just saw their name in chatting. Oh.
I know.
Okay, there. I'm done with the little fangirl moment, guys. Sorry.
Yeah, check your personal email. I sent it to your personal email and to TJ's personal email, sir.
Yeah.
And you just click the link and it'll bring you right up. Andy said to do it that way. I don't blame me. Everybody, I cannot believe I'm just talking to the Bumpin Uglies over there. I'm fangirling now. I'm fangirling. Jeez.
Nice. My daughter's listening.
Well, cool. Very cool.
Hey.
Hi, sweetie. How are you? Thank you for tuning in. Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. And thank everybody again that's still listening from the morning show. Great time. Thank you so much for being there.
Yeah, give me a second. I'm going to send them copies of this right now.
That's their dog.
That's not my dog. My dog's standing here looking at me like, what's going on out there, Mom?
Might have been Bumpin Uglies' dog. I don't know.
No, it was my sister's dogs.
Granny, that's not fair.
All right, hold on here. Let me figure out what I'm doing.
I'm sorry. I may have had a little too much fun on the morning show.
Above the YouTube link, if you're listening, above the YouTube link was the other one. I'm coming though. I'm coming. It should have just gone up a little bit higher.
So I got in trouble today because I played their music like every hour, and I know really we're not supposed to do that, but I just couldn't help myself.
All right, here we go. I got TJ yelling at me too, so it's okay. Here we go, TJ. I'm sending it to you, bro.
Yep.
All right, and let me go back to my email.
The technical errors are my bad because I'm like the queen of
Bumpin
technical errors.
What your songwriting process like?
Oh, that's
not... all the members contribute to the.
All right, and Brandon. Maybe I'm hoping I'm sending these to. I got 2 messages from 2 different people, so I'm hoping that these 2. I'm sending them back to where you guys wrote, seeing that you didn't get the link. Okay. All right, I've sent it to both of you. Hopefully, this is working. All right, you should have them now, gentlemen. I hope. Of course, we always got to have some sort of issue.
That's what the goat's for. Ah!
All right, he says there
Now-
we go.
See? The magic of the goat. Now it's going to be great.
All right.
Magic.
Goat has pulled it off.
Yes.
Well, they're not here yet. So
Hold it off.
they're not here yet. Oh, I got one. I got Brandon.
I don't see him.
Oh, well, I didn't bring them up yet. Everybody, ladies and gentlemen, I got them both. This is actually working. Brandon Hardesty and TJ Haslett. Everybody. Are you guys here? Can you hear us? Welcome in. Thank you so much for giving us this opportunity. I'm like,
Hey TJ, do you have headphones?
Me?
Yeah.
I can hear. Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
I don't know.
Like-
I don't got headphones.
There's crazy like feedback loop.
Oh shit.
God, it's come back. It's go out and come back.
Yeah, just use that same link. Go out and come back in, maybe.
I had to do that myself.
AirPods?
Yeah. Let me grab my AirPods.
Okay, take your time. We'll talk to Brandon while you're gone. Brandon,
Yo.
may I call you Brandon?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Is the echo gone now, or is it?
Yeah. It's
All right, we're good. All right. Thank you so
It is.
very much for being here.
It's
No,
always the
feedback.
drummer.
It's still gnarly.
Oh.
It's still bothering
Oh
you?
wait, you know what it is?
You got it on twice.
Hold on 2 seconds.
Take your time.
Okay, I figured it out. I'm dumb. Okay, we're good. We're good.
Is TJ going to be out there trying to figure out shit? And he's like, I don't know what's going on. Why can't I get back? All right.
I think
TJ, just hit that link and you should be able to get back in and we'll have you up here. It's weird talking to somebody with the same name. My personal name is TJ as well. So it's very strange. I've never really talked to anybody else named TJ.
Fuck this hippie.
Anyway,
Hold on,
it is.
Let me
He's
just
here.
text him.
He's here. There he is.
There we go.
Better.
Sorry, TJ, that was my bad. I had like the other link open, so I was hearing like
Double. He
both
was here
things
at
at the
double.
same time. Yeah.
Woo! This has been rough, but I want to thank you guys so very much for being here.
Yeah, dude, thanks for having us.
We are huge fans of you guys.
Yes.
Playing you probably for the last 5 years, starting out with like Two Stone was like one of the first songs. I'm an older gentleman, so I had never really heard of you guys until I got into this DJing thing over here somehow. And once I got into this, we were always looking for 420 songs, and somebody had mentioned you guys, and I fell in love from there on. And then there's just so many great songs, and I don't want to over talk everybody. So I'm sure Granny has some questions, Little Skunk has some questions, and I got plenty of them. So you guys ready?
Okay, so I am totally ready.
All right, go for it.
So where all are you guys planning to tour this kind of summer season?
We're doing a summer tour. I can't say with who, but we're doing an East Coast tour. We're gonna start off in New England and
East Coast.
yeah, then come down to the Mid Atlantic and the Southeast.
Any Pennsylvania in there? Any Pennsylvania in there?
No, but we're doing Pennsylvania this spring. We're doing Harrisburg.
Sweet, I'll be there.
Yep.
I'm a Pennsylvania resident, and I've been wanting to see you guys, so I've been hoping to get a chance to see you guys.
What part of Harrisburg? Or I mean, what part of Pennsylvania?
I'm up in the Poconos area, up by Scranton. I would guess you would.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm up in that general area.
What part of the country are you guys from?
I'm from Maryland.
Maryland, you should have known that. Yeah, Maryland.
I'm from PA too. I'm like Bucks County area right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
Very cool. I didn't know that. Oh, very cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm originally from New York, though. I'm originally from New York. So
Timmy
I
was
got-
Timmy
Go
was
ahead.
rioting in the streets of Philly on Sunday night after
It was awesome, dude.
the Trash Birds won.
after the birds won.
Bro, it was awesome.
The trash
Men,
birds.
women,
That was
children destroying the city. It was awesome, dude.
I
Oh
love
my
when
goodness.
the team wins.
nice. I've never got to experience that in all my life. I'm a Jets fan, so yeah, no, we don't
Ah,
get to do
dude,
that shit.
You never will.
something special, man.
Never will
It was
either.
awesome.
Of it. I've got to do it because I'm a Met fan, so we got to do it in New York for the Mets in '86, and but that's not what I'm here to talk about. I want to talk about you guys. I have so many questions, fun ones, good ones, laughing ones. Let's start with Brandon. Brandon, all right.
You
Okay.
Give me the origin of the story. Bumpin Uglies has carved out a unique place in the reggae rock scene. Can you take us back to the early days? What was the moment you knew this band was something special?
I don't know. I mean, I honestly, like, for real, like when TJ linked up, that was when it really felt like it was like the missing link. Because I mean, there's a lot of like, you'll hear this a lot. Like, a band is only as good as the vocalist and the drummer. I always was like very confident in my ability as a writer, but this is my first band I was ever in, and I was figuring it out as I went along. And I went through a bunch of drummers before I found TJ, and it was just one of those things. I was always way more into lyrics than I was like the musical side of it. I just was like, I didn't understand. I didn't even really. I don't have great rhythm, but I do remember the first time I played with like a really good drummer. It was my buddy Corey Street. And seeing the difference of like playing with like the drummer that I was playing with and then playing with the drummer who like killed it, and seeing like the audience and how they responded, I was like, whoa, this is fucking rad. And I remember the first time jamming with TJ, it was just like very effortless.
It kind of just came together.
It felt good. And that was like kind of we were still like, everybody was just drunk and it was very rough and whatever, but like the ingredients were there. I don't. I mean, I've always been very confident in my ability as like a singer and a writer, but and most importantly, my ability to like outwork other people.
Yeah, well, that was going to be my next question. Is that your work? You're known for your strong work ethic and DIY approach in the music industry. What are some of the biggest lessons you've learned along the way that have helped Bumpin Uglies grow?
I'm getting some feedback.
I am too.
Me too.
I don't know why.
Does anyone have TJ? How are you streaming this?
I'm streaming it right on my phone.
Yeah.
Do you have the YouTube link? Is there like audio going on top of it by chance?
Do you have something else open behind it? I don't think I do. I'm looking around. I don't have anything. I just have the questions, the radio.
That sounds better. Whatever just happened sounds better.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
We
Let me
fixed
see.
it.
It's not
the
me.
goat.
Okay.
The goat fixed it.
We just need TJ back. Uh-oh.
TJ.
He gets offended easy, huh, Brandon? No, I'm just kidding.
He's the quiet type, right?
Here he is.
TJ don't like when you say that.
Are we back? Is it better now?
Yeah. So, what was your question?
Okay, so you were talking about your work ethic, and that brought me to my next question. Your DIY approach to the music industry. What are some of the biggest lessons you've learned along the way that have helped Bumpin Uglies grow? Maybe I can turn my mic down a little bit. Maybe that'll help.
I mean, really, it's like there's very few like genuinely like just like selfless people out there. Like it's just not there's no one who's gonna really like do anything for you for free is what I'm saying. But like everybody, anything that sounds too good to be true, it is. you know?
Yeah. Oh, I'm learning that as a new owner of a radio station. I'm learning that the hard way myself. It is a dog eat dog world out there, and you need to watch your back at all times because you never know what's going to happen.
I'm very there's one person in my life that like it's a completely like selfless relationship, and she just kind of came into my life through happenstance, and she's been like totally like life changing as far as this band goes, and that's my friend Dawn that runs our Uglies Nation. She's just like a true believer in this band. Like you couldn't find someone to pay that does what she does for us. But like the rest of it, there's a lot of people that like want to take advantage of you and just whatever they want off of you, whether it's money or like your platform or whatever.
Yeah, just using the stepping stone. Everybody knows it.
Yeah, the best thing is just like knowing your own worth and knowing what you want and having clear boundaries and clear communications and just knowing how to communicate with people, I guess, is the biggest thing. And then really just like being guarded and not allowing people to take advantage of you.
Yeah. All right. I don't want TJ to be left out, and I do have plenty of questions for you, young man. Your drumming plays a massive role in shaping Bumpin Uglies' energy. Who were your biggest influences growing up, and how have they impacted your approach to drumming?
Oh, John Bonham for sure.
Nice, absolutely.
Yeah, that's like my go-to guy. Like anytime I need inspiration, I just think, what would John Bonham do? You know what I mean?
So you got a bumper. So we got to get a bumper sticker. What would John Bonham?
Yeah, right.
What would Jesus do? What would Bonham do?
I have to ask one question about a drummer. What about Phil Collins?
Oh, I love him.
Oh, awesome! The more I get older, the more I like drummers that play for the song. You know what I mean?
Neil Peart.
Yeah.
Now, like I used to be like all about like, you know, all the technical stuff, and now it's like, man, cut that shit out. Just play the song. I want to hear a good song, you know.
Right. Drummers. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, drummers are the heart of the band. I like that's just how I feel. In a lot of ways, drummers are the heart of the band. You need the rest of it to fit and make it right. But that drummer is your beat. That's where everything else flows off of.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say.
The words are not going to make as much sense if the drummer's not right.
Yeah,
that's how I feel.
Heroes of the band.
And also too, I think like, you know, me and Brandon are pretty good friends, and I think that shows through like the music too. You know what I mean?
Have you guys been friends all your lives, or you just when you were looking? No, you said you were looking for a drummer, right, Brandon?
And
Yeah.
I met Brandon when I was in middle school.
Oh, really?
These kids in high school, they had a band, and we opened up for Bumpin Uglies way back in the day, in 2009.
Let me ask you, how old are you guys? Because you guys are young. You guys look young. I mean, I would think in your 30s, no?
Yeah, I just turned 31. Yeah.
Yeah.
I turned 39 in a couple months.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I groomed TJ. I just want to go on the record.
You groomed him?
I groomed him. Yeah,
nice.
He's my little drummer boy.
Yeah,
I love it. That's what I mean. Like your guys' music, just from listening to it for a while now, the lyrics and the musicality and the drumming, there's this unique blend that you guys have working together that I don't often hear in other bands, and that's what makes you guys stand out to me.
Well, like I would say, like we're living in a day and age where like most music is more of a production. Like people are going more towards their production, and we're a fucking rock band. You know, like we do a lot of different things. Like we do this reggae thing, but we also like just fucking rip. You know, and like it's all kind of like based around real instruments and just trying to be a band as opposed to being like a production or a show.
A show, a show instead.
Yeah.
All right. We got to do a 420 song, and I want to talk to you about this really quick because you guys, I don't know, do you have a video for Two Stoned?
I saw one.
Oh,
Yeah.
if you
I think it's
would
about
mind,
to come out. I think.
I would
No,
love.
Two Stone has been out forever. You can just find it on
Yeah, it's been around, but yeah, but I need your permission, and I need you guys to send it to me, and I will play it. What we do over here in the green room is we play 420 songs at 420, and if you have any other 420 songs that you want to give me the rights to play during our other interviews, we'll play a 420 song. Like I'm going to play. Now, I would love to have, if Andy would have been on his job today, Andy was supposed to have taken care of this already, and I would have been playing you guys. But now I have to play a different band. No offense, Andy. Love you.
Does Suburbia count as a 420 song? I think it does.
Does which one?
Suburbia.
I love Suburbia, man. That is my favorite. That is me, my song, my shit, man. I love that song. That's one of my favorites.
Well, if you chill to it, isn't it automatically a 420 song?
Yeah, if I smoke, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Thomas, I just sent you 2 Stone, and I'm sending you another one.
You're the shit. Let me see if I can find it real quick. And
but in a good way, like fertilizer that the ground needs.
Yeah,
not the bad way.
You smell something good. You smell something shitty. That's you, because no, that doesn't work.
I thought it was you.
Not coming out right. It's not coming out right. No matter how hard I try. Oh no, I see. I need it in MP3.
Oh shit.
Or a wave. I mean a wave or something. Yeah, I can steal those from you guys, but I wouldn't do that without asking. But when you get a chance, if you get a chance, I would love to watch this. We're about to play a 420 song, everybody. This is going to give you guys, these guys called Elevated Roots. It's a little bit longer of a song, but you guys might like them. I don't know if you've heard of them. They're from New Mexico, and they would fit your vibe. So check them out. They've been here a couple times. Let me find it. Happy 420, everybody. You guys can go take a piss, take a break, whatever you need to do. This is a little bit long.
Oh, man, that looks like it's our last one, man.
That is our last one, man.
Good thing we can scrape the pipe, bro. Never gonna be bankrupt again. 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 Gee! Morning had to scrape my pipe. Knew that when I went to bed last night. Had a premonition in my head that I never gonna wake bankrupt again. Jumped on my bike and pedaled downtown on the lookout for the one John Brown. Found him in a corner parking lot, smoking spliffs, and said, "Here, man, you want to take a hit?" I said, "I'm never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again." Went back home to put the seeds in the soil. Compost recipe from brethren I know. Water pH to 6.1. Jah in control of the ebb and flow. Planting seeds, putting flower in my hand so that I will never awake bankrupt again. I
Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again.
Never gonna be bankrupt again. Always bring a flower to my friends. Always connecting to the music of medicine. Always finding ways to sing. Positivity and healing vibes. Always attracting my tribe. Always vulnerable to the tides. Always accountable for my strides. Holding on, not folding beyond. Letting go and letting you know. Bankrupt ain't never gonna be a part of my flow. I said I'm
Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again.
driving around. I see John Brown and said, dead dumb man, him said him never gonna be bankrupt again. I said, hey John Brown, can I give you a hand so that you yourself will never be bankrupt again? I said,
Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again.
never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Never gonna be bankrupt again. Wah!
Well, you're back. Thank you guys so very much. Happy 420 to everybody. So welcome in, guys. Thank you. We're hanging with Brandon Hardesty and Haslett, right? T.J. Haslett. I'm having a hard time remembering your last name. I don't know why.
Big Timmy Haslett.
T.J., can you do me a favor? Put your head down for a second.
Yeah.
I thought I saw something like that on the top of your cranium. What did you do,
Covered
young
in
man?
them, man.
I'm covered too, but I mean, on top of the head, man, that had to have hurt.
Yeah.
Did it
Now,
hurt?
I have a question for you, Thomas. How long have you been a puppet?
How'd you know my name was Thomas? That's not nice. I'm the hippie.
You told everybody in the beginning.
Oh, I said my name was TJ. I personally, I've always puppeted. I have a sister who has special needs, so I was always, she lived with me, and now she currently lives with me again after my parents passed away. I took custody, so her and my wife take care of her. So I've always puppeted. I was sick with COVID during the COVID break of whenever that was, 2000, whatever. And I was laying on the couch watching those How to Kill Your Wife shows. And and my son came through and said, "You probably shouldn't be watching this. This is starting to get scary." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they were like, "Just put on TikTok." And they put on TikTok. And then I came across a fella who was doing a puppet. And I was like, "Whoa, I can do that." So then I started puppeting, and then I met a gentleman, one of my fellow puppeteers on TikTok back in the day came to me and said, "Can you help me raise money? We want to raise money for Uvalde when the shooting happened in Texas." And so I said, "Absolutely, I'll raise anything I make this weekend will go to Uvalde." And a DJ came in and he said he'll do the same. He'll help us and he'll keep us live for the whole weekend with the radio, and we can all work together to raise funds for Uvalde. When the weekend was finished, him and I had gotten along pretty well. So I said, if I don't ask him, I'm never going to know. So I said, "Can I come back and be your co-host?" And he said, yes. And then the things have happened, and I've since started my own radio station because I love marijuana and I want to be a advocate for marijuana and the legalization of it in all 50 states and everything else, everywhere. The world should be pop. Right. Should be good. Oh, yeah. That bringing me to my next question for you guys: cannabis culture and music. Are you guys? I mean, you only have the one real. I mean, you mentioned it a little bit in a couple songs, right? Are you guys cannabis friendly?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, yeah. You are. I don't. You know, you can say yes or no. You don't have to let it out. So, everybody should legalize.
Thomas, are you a cop? Because that sounds like a question.
I'm not a cop. I'm not a cop. You have nothing to worry about there.
That was the best.
That's funny shit. So I got a couple questions. First off, when you're writing a hippie song about the green room, that's the show, and when you're in the process, Brandon, of coming up with something genius, make sure you mention 420, okay, and make it a stoner song. But yes, yippee. Thank you, little Skunky. Skunky, do you have any questions?
Yeah. Can we come back to me? I forgot it at the moment.
Absolutely. So we're all about the 420 lifestyle over here at WTHC Radio. How has cannabis influenced your music, creativity, or even the way you experience performing?
Well, for me, I'm 5 years sober off alcohol.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Bravo.
And weed helps me a lot because raw dogging life is not for the faint of heart. So I mean, it doesn't. I don't know. I kind of enjoyed smoking weed more than I enjoyed talking about smoking weed.
Right. Listen, yeah, I get it. I used it to get off of a bunch of drugs and alcohols of myself, and it is a medicine, and it can help you get off of bad things that you've made bad choices, or whatever. I play in a reggae band, so like a lot of the guys that I tour with are just like outrageous with how they smoke. Like I don't do dabs or any of that shit. I smoke most days. I take like a single hit here. Like I like doing it before I exercise. I like doing it before we practice. Or it's also something that you have to worry about with your throat, right, Mr. Brandon? You got to worry about your throat. Yeah, so you don't want to smoke it too much.
Well, no, for me, it's like I'm a hip hop enthusiast. So like, in a perfect world, I would just smoke blunts all the time. But
you're a millennial. Ugh.
I am, yeah. But
come visit Granny. Granny will hook you up, and you can just roll a whole bunch of them.
Yes, you're up in her area. Just stop by Granny's house.
But yeah, I mean, I got to be very careful about how I smoke because it messes my voice up. But I mean, it's just you know, it's something that I do. It helps with my ADD. It helps with you know, just
Squirrel.
life, I guess. So
Squirrel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I got you. TJ, what about you though, bro? Are you an avid smoker? Are you a reggae, big blunts and hanging, or are you a dab king?
I prefer flower.
Okay.
I feel like you can like control that more, you know.
Yes.
I smoke pretty much daily, not throughout the day. I definitely think it's good to like. Definitely an advocate for like taking a little bit of breaks here and there. I don't
Sure.
think for me.
Oh yeah, no.
Getting high like 24/7 is kind of fucks with my mental, you know. But
Yeah.
it's been. Great
Everybody
for me,
has
man.
their limits. Yeah, everybody has their limits. Some people can do it all day and not even be affected by it. Some people, it helps them mentally and physically. I've just started recently dabbling with RSO, and my God, it is a miracle worker. My pain, I can go 8, 10, 12 hours with no pain at all. If
that's awesome.
If I find the right top, that area. Now I got injured in a car accident. I was a firefighter and got hurt in the line of duty. So that being said, I have a lot of pain, and I have a suburbia lifestyle when I was younger, if you know what I mean. So I have an addictive personality, so I don't want to go to pills, and they were trying to push those Oxycontins and all that other shit on me, and I was like, no, I'd rather just smoke weed. And they were like, well, you can't smoke weed while you're in the hospital, dumbass. And I was like, well, I get it, but I'll take the medicine now, but get me off of it as soon as possible. Anyway, that's another whole story. Go ahead.
No, it's wild how freely doctors will just prescribe oxys to you.
They prefer me to be on it. I've had arguments with my wife about it, and not arguments, but discussions about it, like, because marijuana can be expensive, especially in areas where you don't have access to grow or taking care of. You have to get it from the dispensary, and it's expensive. And and I'm like, well, I can go and get those pills if you'd like me to. They're free. They'll give them to me, the prescription, for free, but I don't want that. I'd prefer to pay. I guess I have to pay or grow. So anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about you guys. Anyway.
And they're close to Michigan, so it's probably, you guys are in Ohio, right?
No.
Maryland and Philly.
Maryland, that's right.
He's closer to me in Philly.
Oh, you guys should live near Michigan.
I'm in the Poke. Just come up 80 to 380 right there. Right where the crossover from 80 to 380. That's where I'm at.
Can we go back to what the tour is?
Huh?
No, he said he's not allowed to talk about the tour.
Oh,
I can talk about the tour. I mean, I just can't say what bands are on. Yeah, I mean, it starts in Portland, Maine, then it goes to Hampton Beach, New Hampshire, then Rhode Island, then Boston, then there'll be a Maryland show, then a Outer Banks show, then a Wilmington, North Carolina show, then
anything in South Carolina,
Isle of Palms. Yeah, so Isle of Palms, South Carolina. We do Myrtle Beach in May.
My daughter just moved to Myrtle Beach. Maybe that gives me a reason to go down and visit her and go.
That's a great reason to visit your child. Yes, absolutely.
I need a reason to go hang out with that girl. She's a pain in my ass, but Bumpin Uglies is plenty of a reason.
Yeah.
I go hang with you guys and stop by and say hi to her. We'll go get high
with me.
Yeah, and then come down to you right down there in Florida. Are you going down to Florida?
Yeah, it's 2 shows in Florida.
Are you part of can I name is it the Reggae Rise Up or whatever? Are you part of that?
Yeah, we're doing that in March.
That's awesome.
Just across the bay from me.
Skunky will be going to that. Yeah, he'll be going over there to hang out with you guys. So remember that face.
Now, Skunky, do you look like your puppet?
No. Extremely not. No. Skunky's new to puppeting and he's learning. And that's a learning puppet.
Right.
I guess I don't know what happened. He became a DJ here, and we just have fun here at WTHC Radio. We're always high, and we're always having a good time, and we play kick-ass music like you guys,
Yeah,
man. Brandon, let me get off of that for a second. They're right about your nonstop work ethic. Every day you're on that damn tickety-tock singing or somewhere singing. I absolutely love it. It's like a free concert every day. You should just get TJ to be with a pair of bongos behind you or something, walk around doing it together. What do you,
Yeah, the Matthew McConaughey thing.
am I? All right,
Yeah.
all right.
No, yeah, no. I mean, you've heard about Matt.
Playing bongos.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't know about that. But go ahead. Go ahead, Brandon. I'm sorry.
We were talking about doing a skit, kind of making fun of reggae bands.
Okay.
Where, like, we would dress up like stereotypical, like just like the worst reggae people you've ever heard of, encountered, like, but then get him a set of bongos.
Don't name names.
But then we would go busk in public. He would be playing bongos, and then I'd be playing like Bob Marley songs back, and he'd be like, come watch our white reggae band on tour, man.
Well, so what do you call it then? Ska? Is that what
we play reggae. It's kind of like where I'm at with it. I love the music we play, but I think a lot of people, the culture of it gets kind of like cringy at times.
It does, yeah.
Okay,
it's like,
but that's with every subculture, you know.
Yeah, it's just like
metal, reggae. You always got the people that are like extreme with it, you know.
It's just like there's a lot of like stereotypes. Have you ever seen the Ross Trent video by
No, not yet.
Oh, dude, classic.
It's classic. Yeah, there's just a lot of cornball stuff that goes. I don't know. It's like I don't want to get too far into it because I'm gonna get in trouble.
Well, we can save that for when we're hanging out. Yeah, you can talk.
So do you feel like they're losing authenticity by jumping on some sort of extreme train?
It's people who try to define themselves by their hobbies is really what it is, instead of trying to have like a personality, you know, or like have like individual belief. It's
yourself. Be yourself.
It's tribalism is what it is at its core, because it's like finding something that you're in. Like it's the same as being like way too into a sports team. It just becomes kind of like silly, and it takes away like the individualism of it. You know,
I get it.
And you see a lot of it in like kids, where it's like they're trying to find their identity. So then they find this thing that's like kind of like it's a counterculture. It's not part of the norm, and they're like, "Oh, that's fucking cool. I'm gonna do all of that. I'm gonna like look up. I'm gonna look up the stereotypes, and that's how I'm gonna dress, and that's how I'm gonna talk, and da 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 da." And then eventually, you become an asshole.
And that causes the chaos, right? And then that causes the chaos. And
they come in all shapes and sizes.
Well,
and you see it in everything. You see it in like all parts of life. But we're reggae men. We live and breathe reggae, so we see a lot of the reggae assholes.
Our friend Kelly wants to know if you guys will be coming into the New York area at all. She's in upstate New York.
Upstate New York, we do Buffalo.
Buffalo's not bad. I mean, she would drive to Buffalo.
Than anything.
Yeah, no, but it's not too bad. She's like that height in New York. She would just have to go left to Buffalo.
Yeah,
I mean, it's a few hours.
We did Syracuse last.
Syracuse is closer to me. Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, like we do it like.
I gotta get you guys here somewhere. Do you do festivals? I mean. Have you I've heard rumors, and I don't know if I'm even allowed to bring this up, but you're not at Everwild. Is that true?
Nope, not this year.
Yeah, I hear a lot of disappointed people, a lot of angry people out there.
I'll move from there.
I hope everything's okay. I don't want to talk on it if we can't talk on it.
Yeah, no, it's like, I mean, we put a festival on too, and it's like sometimes you just got to switch it up. You know?
Yeah, you can't do the same thing every year. I can't. I wouldn't want to be if I was going. You know,
then you feel stuck in a rut and you lose creativity, and you can't do that. You can't afford to do that when you guys are just truly creative.
He's got nothing but creativity. He's nonstop. What's with breaking the rules of grocery stores and or malls now? Dancing and singing in malls. Is this a new trend we're starting, Brandon?
I'm just a bad boy, and I like doing bad
I
things.
see that guy was going to
Yeah.
beat your ass. He was going to beat your ass. He was like very angry that you were singing in his store.
He was gonna try.
Yeah, well, I didn't know. I knew you had another person with the video camera there standing there, and I'm like, I cannot believe this guy came running at you and was going to try to pull you out of his store. That was funny shit. You can tell I'm a
Yeah.
stalker. I'm a stalker. Yeah, I stalk you.
I'm
That's a really good
honestly,
bit.
I'm having a lot of fun with the public nuisance kind of shit. It's pretty funny, honestly.
You know what? And it gets people to follow you. It gets people to see you, and they're like, look at this dumbass. What is he doing?
We do this type of shit without a camera, so it's
So it's like
natural that.
right. Well, I mean, yeah.
The
It's
biggest thing is like I don't like doing video editing or any of that shit. I get no joy out of it. But like me and TJ are just like ridiculous in general. But
Yeah.
our buddy Josh is like really good with the camera and the video shit. So it's like he was the missing link. And all it is we're trying to, that's the day and age we live in, is like content, like TikTok, Instagram Reels, all that shit. So like me and Josh get together once a week and we just go do stupid shit, and he films it, and then he runs our socials too. So it's like, for me, I spend 2 hours once a week, and then I have content for, and it's easy. And it's fun too, because I just get high and I just drink coffee, and he tells me to do stupid things in public, and I'm like, all right, that's fucking
That would be fun. I'm not gonna lie, that would be fun.
All right, so you guys are on the road a lot, right? Are you guys married? No, you married, children? Anybody in the band got married, children?
I'm
No
married,
kids, no
kids.
wife,
No wife, no kids. You are married, Brandon, you said?
Yeah, I'm married with 2 kids.
2 kids. Is it hard to do what you're doing? Are you guys, can I ask this? Are you financially living off of Bumpin Uglies now? Or are you still working full jobs at home? Or are you Monday through Friday somewhere?
We all have side hustles. Like, I mean,
You do.
Bumpin Uglies is like, it's okay. You know what I mean? I make most of my money doing acoustic stuff.
Okay.
Like,
Let's just say we don't have the stick figure money yet. We're not at that level.
Okay.
No.
Well, I mean, but you're on your way. God damn, I thought you were.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything, but I think stick figure. We love you, and we can't wait to have you on. You're next. You're coming. Anyway, but yeah, I love you guys. You guys are amazing. I got questions. I got more. Are you guys cool? We're cool. You guys got time still?
Yeah, I'm telling
you.
Yeah.
I got another like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I was gonna say nobody really told. We didn't have like an official. I usually do about an hour, but if I can keep you longer, God, I'm gonna do my best to try to keep you longer. Writing your lyrics are often hit deep, balancing humor at raw emotion and real life struggles. What is your songwriting process like? Do you start with a melody, a phrase, or just a vibe? Brandon.
It varies. I mean, like, I'm not writing at all right now because I've been mixing this record, and it's kind of frustrating because I really like writing, but like I get so hyper focused on what I'm working on. I'm obsessing about this record that I'm trying to finish. But typically what I do
Bumpin Uglies record?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're coming out with a record this year that's gonna just fuck
Sweet.
people up.
Sweet.
And
make sure I get one of those. Oh.
It's but for me it's like I get ideas like just by living life. Like I'll go out and I'll get an idea of like, so for me, like with songwriting, it's all about like, if I'm writing a song, I want to make sure it's like a story that's worth telling. And I'll get an idea just by like living life, like I want it to be something that makes people feel. So then I like write down the premise. I have like a note app, or I have in my note app, you know what I mean?
Right,
So
right.
I have a running list of ideas. And then we tour from pretty much March to November. So like this time of year is my time of year to like write or record or do interviews with puppets or like whatever. And
God, you fit me in. Thank God.
Yeah,
I can't thank you guys enough. I really do appreciate you guys giving me the time and the opportunity.
I haven't been able to get into the headspace to write because of this record, but typically what I'm doing when I try to write is like I just wake up in the morning and I make a pot of coffee and I come down and I look at my note app and I'm like, okay, I'm writing this song. Like I'm gonna write a song about this today, and then I'll like pick up my guitar. I kind of do the same thing with voice memos. Like I'll have like a lick or like a whatever, like a progression that I like. And then I kind of try to just, it always starts with the lyrics, like I'll write out like the premise, and then I try to just combine it, with whatever makes sense.
And then you bring the rest of the guys in and say, all right, make sounds to make the sound great.
Well, really,
we kind of just help arrange the song, the skeleton of the song. But
Brandon's usually
I've never seen him have like writer's block or anything. It's crazy how fast he can just like.
But that's that brain running 24 hours a day stuff, right? That like we got.
That's an incredible gift. Incredible.
Well,
gift.
I just like try to do like my biggest influences are like John Prine and Johnny Cash and like Bob Dylan and kind of like songs about like everyday shit. But like, yeah, I mean, typically like the way like I'll write the bones of the song, and then TJ and I'll get together and kind of get like the feel for it, because like the drums are when you're recording, the drums are the most important thing. And then from there, like when we go in the studio, we just start layering, and like figuring all that shit out as we go along.
Yeah. Every band has those moments when things don't go as planned. What's been your biggest this is for you, TJ, I'm sorry, drumming mishap or most embarrassing moment on stage?
I got a ton of them, dude.
Oh, we can do another whole show. We're going to have TJ back in the future. We're going to do a show on drumming mishaps, okay? Go ahead, TJ. Give us one.
I mean, usual, like, you drop sticks now and then.
Yeah, I've always wondered how you guys recover from something like that, especially the guys who are able to throw them up in the air and then catch them.
Little stick holder, dude.
Right next to you?
Yeah.
I switched to a Def Leppard song.
Oh, come on. That was too soon. Too soon. Too soon with the Def Leppard. Come on. That guy lost his arm.
He like plays the snare with his like one leg. Wow.
Yeah.
Grow the planet. Yes. Thank you, Gromies. Welcome in.
Yeah.
Well, so yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, a lot of mishaps.
Yeah, lots of mishaps. Let me move on. You guys got Granny? You got another question? While I look, I'm jumping around my questions here now.
I'm still doing the fan struck girl, fan girl
TJ,
struck.
again, this one's for you, I guess. Since you've been with the band, how do you think the sound has evolved, and where do you see it heading in the future?
Oh, dude, it's getting better.
Oh, I agree.
Without a doubt.
I agree. This was a question made by ChatGPT. I didn't want to write that. That wasn't my question.
I think
that was a fake one.
Not even like our like the band itself. It's just the team we have, our crew, and everyone involved. It's been awesome, man. And
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Here's one. Here's a deep one. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I wanted to hear what Granny had to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Granny.
Oh, actually, I was wondering, come to think of it, your guys' interactions with your fans, does it get difficult to kind of balance being an artist and then just people having a different perception of you just because of how they feel about your music?
Yeah, I mean, it's weird sometimes. Typically it's like, I don't know. I have like, I mean, it's also, I would say it's most older people. Like, I'm close to 40, but like, I have a few very, 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 very close people in my life. Like, I can count them on one hand. Right. And the rest of people are just like people, and it's like, whether they're like fans, whether it's like fans or like people that I meet in public or like, just like random, whether they're fans or strangers, it's like, I just kind of expect the same like base level of respect, and then I'm going to give back the same base level of respect, and like I try to be pleasant to everyone I meet. So if it's really like, it's cool. It's not like the weirdest thing is like every once in a while you get someone who's like really fucked up and they don't like respect boundaries and like they say shit that's like out of pocket. But I'm pretty good at this point with like recognizing that and being like, hey.
Right.
Yeah.
It's got to make what you do harder in a way.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
And we don't really do things for validation for other people. You know what I mean? I think that just comes down to it,
Do for you.
Fans, we have awesome fans, but sometimes, they might not like what you put out, the music, like a style or something. They could, right, come and go, but you know, to piggyback off what Brandon said, it's like if you have a couple close people that you trust and you rely on, you know, that's already then you're successful. You know what I mean? In life.
Right.
All right. I got another one. You ready? Your fans are super dedicated. Yes, they are. What is the craziest or most memorable fan interaction you've ever had? And that can go to either one of you or both if you had individual actions. I don't want to hear about handies or blowies. Oh, you're married, Brandon. Definitely. I don't want to hear about that from you at all.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, okay.
I plead the fifth.
All right. I guess
I don't know anything.
I don't
I'm
know.
not hearing.
All right. I'm sorry,
I'm gonna
Mrs.
plug my ears, you boys. Just stop.
TJ's out there like Merle Haggard.
Bro,
Nice.
it's a great life.
A lot of your songs tackle real life struggles in a way that resonates with fans. How has music helped you personally deal with stress, mental health, and/or challenges of life on the road?
I mean, I've never been into journaling. I've always loved writing, like since I was a little kid. And to me, I've always had the thought, like, I should get into journaling. Like I should journal. And then like I never do it, but like it's because my songs are my journal. It's like I've essentially like documented the last 20 years of my life, and it's been great. Like I've gone through a lot. Like I've gone through a whole lot in 20 years, you know, and it's helped me. Having that outlet has helped me navigate difficult emotions.
We have a question from a fan out here in the audience. Dead Maniac wants to know what band or artist that had what's a band or artist that had a major influence on you guys?
Oh, I mean, I can say for both me and Brandon, Sublime for sure.
Sublime, huh? I remember when they came out.
The Police.
The Police, yeah, they got some great vibes. The Police. I went and seen them in concert.
Yeah.
Was it when they did the reunion?
I think so. Yeah, and they had like a part of Africa there on the stage, and they were like singing and the instruments, and it was just amazing. Unfortunately, I wasn't feeling well that day, and I ended up having to leave early. But it was a great show up until that part where I didn't feel well. But they had just an amazing, I don't know what you would call band, I guess, like orchestra of people. And they were just singing along with him on the side. It was amazing.
That's it.
Right. Let's see. Do you guys, any chance you guys are going to Tennessee in the near future? Our friend Social Butterfly, who seems to love you guys here. You guys
it looks like we're going to be doing a support tour this fall. And I think we're going to be doing the Caverns.
Cool. That's good to know. Yes, they're on YouTube. You can find them on all the platforms. They are everywhere, especially Brandon. I don't know if TJ's is out as Brandon, but Brandon's every day. You can find him putting on some sort of a show. Favorite Sublime song, says Dead Maniac.
Ooh.
Or is that Maniac? Maniac.
I really like Boss DJ. I think Boss DJ is just like awesome.
That's a great song.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a favorite strain? Kyle wants to know if you have a favorite strain of marijuana.
Free
strain. And if it's free for me.
Free strain.
All right. If it's free, it's for me. All right. Well, it's all said and done. When it's all said and done, what's one message or impact you hope people take away from a Bumpin Uglies song or Bumpin Uglies music?
That it's okay to do your own thing.
Very nice. I
Yeah.
love that. Be yourself. Be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be afraid to be yourself. Who cares what anybody else thinks, right?
Exactly.
Caverns, she said, in Phlegm, Tennessee, I guess that is. Phlegm.
Oh, ham. Golly.
Sorry. playing live night after night. You and the brand, TJ, I'm sorry. You and the band have been locked in. Do you guys have any rituals or weird habits that help you guys stay in sync? I guess it could be for both of you.
Yeah, dude, I practice my mantras before I go. No. We don't really do anything.
No yoga prior to.
I try to. You know what I do? I've been trying to like warm up more because I was always bad at that. Just warming up my hands, like
yeah,
a little practice pad or something.
What else? You guys got any more? I mean, I could talk for days here. You guys, Suburbia, tell me about it. Who was the influence? Was there an influence? Was it a story?
It was a couple kids I grew up with who died.
That's sad. Sad. Great song, man. It hits me hard every time I hear it. I'm like, oh, I love that fucking song. I used to play it every day. You probably got like a big kickback when I played it, like 7 cents or something, man. I hope you appreciate that. I played it like every day when I first heard it. Meditation, yes, they meditate. Are you guys going to Utah? They want to know if you're going to Utah by any chance.
We'll be doing Salt Lake City in the fall.
Salt Lake City in the fall. That is amazing.
That's fantastic. That would be exciting.
Now, is that not? Yes, they are on YouTube, Butterfly. Yes, they are on YouTube. Look up Bumpin Uglies, but don't spell it. It's Bumpin, Bumpin, and then Uglies, Uglies. Follow them, everybody. You should follow them. Make sure you're picking them up. Make sure you're following their. They have merch. Tell them about your merch. I have banners that have been running across the bottom.
So all bands have T-shirts and CDs and vinyl and stuff. We actually just released our first line of butt plugs, and they're almost sold out. So
already.
check that out.
Butt plugs. So yeah, quality merch. Yeah, you don't want to give out T-shirts anymore at $49.95 a T-shirt. That's going to shrink. Now you have a butt plug.
Right.
There's been a controversy though. People are saying they might be too small, which is that's alarming.
That is alarming. That's alarming to hear that's going down here in the United States of America. Butt plugs are getting too. We must be getting screwed constantly by our government, I would say. No. Anyway, did I say that out loud?
I feel like everything's bigger in America. I think if we went to Europe, they would be just satisfied with those butt plugs as they are.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any chance or any opportunity, or have you toured worldwide anywhere across the world?
We'd like to eventually. We're just trying to get our money right over here. Expensive.
Now, we've been to Hawaii. That was awesome.
That must have been great. Yeah. Have you guys been banned from any states? Have you been kicked out of? You're not allowed back, or hotels even? Maybe have you guys gotten yourselves in? Brandon seems to be a troublemaker. Is he gotten you guys kicked out of some hotels or motels?
I've gotten thrown out of a couple hotels.
Yeah.
Before you were supposed to be kicked out. I get it. All right.
Been thrown out of stores
But it's always like it wasn't my fault. It was like, I mean, it was. But it was because I was trying to rectify like a situation that the hotel created. It wasn't because I was like being belligerent. It was because the hotel fucking sucked, and I was trying to like deal with problems. And
then they get angry because you're right, and they don't want to ever admit that they're wrong, and they're like, "No, you got to go."
And then I'm the white trash, and I have to leave the premises.
Goddamn Bumpin Uglies always going everywhere and causing trouble. I don't believe it. You guys seem like a great group of guys.
Yeah.
Except for that grocery store, or that it was a Rite Aid or something. Walgreens.
Just CVS.
CVS. I knew it was a grocery.
CVS.
I knew it was a what do you call those things? Pharmacy of some sort. Yes. Anyway. I can't thank you guys enough. I want to let you go. I don't want to ever let you go. I want you to come back. You guys have an open invitation. Anytime you want to come back, I don't want to have to ask. Hit me up.
I have to know.
Go ahead.
I have to know. Does the hand up there get cumbersome? Is it annoying? The hand up there?
It's actually quite comfortable. After a while, it depends. It depends on which.
It depends on the mood, the day.
It depends on the puppet, actually. I have several. I am just one of many here. And but I'm the celebrity. I'm the celebrity.
All right, so here's what I want to know too. Like Little
Go ahead.
Skunk, you said Little Skunk is a practice puppet, and it's not what the real person looks like. Is that a white guy and a black puppet?
Yes, he is. He is an old white dude. That was very good. You're very observant.
No, wait, but he's from Florida and he looks very leathery.
And he's
so
not black.
it's actually
He's
not.
Brazilian.
No, he's just leathery.
Okay.
He's Brazilian, and he is a bullfighter, and he's comes from the long family of Guillermos. He's told me.
Wait, for real?
I love that because I've always said if I was gonna have a puppet, I would want it to be a young black puppet too. So I appreciate that.
See, and then I wasn't just gonna give away any puppet. I have several, and I wanted my friend Skunky to have a puppet. And I had just received the new guy. He was new to me. And I said, I haven't really built a relationship with you, Little Skunk, so I'm going to let you go on and move on to Little Skunk down there in Florida. Well, he was in Ohio when I sent it to him. But now he moved over. Now he lives down in Florida. He's living the life on the Gulf of America. Yeah, so.
Fuck yeah.
Anyway,
all right, guys.
Don't go nowhere. I'm gonna say goodbye. I'm gonna play my stuff. Can you guys please do me a couple little, like we're Bumpin Uglies and we're hanging with the hippie on WTHC.
Yeah,
and for my friends too, so that they don't feel jealous when I'm playing them and they're like, "You played them."
You're the boss, aren't we supposed to be jealous?
You are, but we talk. No. About that. You guys are amazing. I love you guys so very much. Thank you so very much for being here. Stick around, don't hang up, and I will meet you in the back in a couple seconds. All right, thank you everybody. Brandon Hardesty and TJ Haslett of the Bumpin Uglies.
Oh yeah.
Thank you guys so very much. Let me get my goodbyes going here.
Smoke your worries away. In the green room we'll stay. In the green room. Folk up in the green room. Smoke your worries away. In the green room we'll